Let's clear the energy. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hello Libras, those with strong Libra placements in their birth chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Oh my goodness. I'm a little buggy. Alright. What was that all about? Okay. So some of you might have some sort of irritating energy around you. Okay. And some of you are seeing things very clearly. So remember, this is for those with strong Libra placements, or those dealing with Libras as cross watchers, or if you just happen to stumble across this video, know that it was not an accident and there may be a message here for you at this time. As with all general readings, please only take what resonates. We do have cross watchers, so roles can be reversed, but you will know if this is your story. All right. So the upcoming energy that I'm seeing here is that there's some sort of I'm getting manipulative energy, okay? So somebody here, this energy that I'm picking up, is going to utilize all of their wits and intelligence and know how to gain what they want. I see here there's definitely some sort of like one-sided connection where it's rooting from something that is on a sexual front, okay? Speaking of sexual, so this is, I'm getting strong, like short-term one-night stand, player-like energy, and who's just trying to be very indulgent, okay? There you are, your energy coming through very strongly. I see here that that's not necessarily what you want. You're kind of like over anything that is just going to be like short-term, short-lived. That kind of energy is what I'm seeing here. And so, and you're also going to soon realize that it feels like this person is taking you for, yeah, this person is taking you for their own gain is what I'm seeing here, okay? So some of you may be dealing with a fire sign. I'm getting strong fire energy, so Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and their Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or somebody who's just kind of comes towards you with very heavy physical and sexual energy is what I'm seeing here. So I see that, the person I'm connecting with right now, they're very much in their single energy, very independent, is working on their finances, and is trying to ultimately find some sort of soulmate. They are tired of attracting, somebody who is just kind of in and out of their lives. They're spending, I see here, some of you may have great examples of what long-term connections look like. Perhaps your parents, your grandparents, they've been in a very long-term connection, and so any kind of inspiration when it comes to the type of connection you want, you base it off of that. You base it off of what you're familiar with. And so when you're not getting that similar energy, you become very unsatisfied and you start wondering and being almost hopeless as to when this connection will come for you. When will you attract that kind of energy for yourself? Because I just see that there's a lot of player vibes that I'm picking up here, and this person has not been honest with you. They're keeping you in third-party energies, or they're just definitely having some sort of facade. They're dealing with somebody that is pretending to be someone that they're not. Okay, so wow. So July, it seems to me like, there's going to be some energy that is going to try to play with you. And I see that you're going to ultimately try to stand your ground and not entertain this connection because you know better. You know you deserve better. And if you feel like they don't have the best intentions, they're the type of person to just come in and out, you don't want to have anything to do with that. So that's just kind of like the general message coming through for you in the month of July 2024. Just know that all of my readings are timeless, but know that you found it at the right time. If you're interested in to look at the rest of June energies, that video has already been uploaded to the Libra playlist, so feel free to check that out. Let's go ahead and continue the reading and do a little spinny spin on what we need to focus or talk about next. Future. So some of you may be curious about the future. If you're new here to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's see here what your future energies look like at this time. Future energies for Libra, Libra cross watchers, or those just watching this video. What do they need to know in regards to their future energies? Okay. So I see here, some of you are kind of dealing with some sort of like financial lack, feeling like you don't have as much funds than you would like. I see here that there is some sort of like family member or somebody like you consider like your best friend, or it could even be a romantic interest that is really going to be like a motivation to not feeling so stuck and stagnant and in a low place. Because I see here, yeah, you've been kind of going through some difficult times is what I'm seeing here. Some of you are feeling depressed, not feeling like, things are not working out in your favor. And it largely has to do with some sort of money, income related problems, what I'm seeing here. Okay. But I see here, there's something about your family or you consider like family, they got you. They are going to somehow make sure that you stay afloat. It may not be extravagant kind of income or flow of money, but I see that it's going to pick up. You're going to have more opportunities than you realize, and I'm strongly getting it's about who you know. That is going to really hook you up with like the type of work or position that you are hoping to be in. And I see that going well for you. So, if there's somebody in your corner, which I see that you do, that is going to make sure that you're not going to be struggling is what I'm seeing here in your future energies. Okay, when it comes to kind of like your romance, ooh, you are going to be connecting with somebody that is very attractive. They may have strong fire placements in their birth charts, and their sun, moon, rising Venus. I'm also getting Virgo energy as well. But regardless of the specific signs, so remember, I'm just reading energy here. So this person that you may be dealing with just embodies these sorts of energy. But this person is very attractive. You find them very, physically attractive, sexually attractive, and this is a type of person that knows what they want. This is like they're very firm on what they think. They're very passionate about what they do, and there's also this humble kind of energy that they give off that you will find very attractive. Okay, I see here, I see like some sort of like love or romance coming for you in this future energy. Can you tell us more about that? Some of you are not sure who it could be, but this, I see that it has the potential to be something long term. There may even be like marriage or some sort of long term commitment that could be as a result of this. This is not somebody you know. Like you don't know them. Maybe you kind of like cross paths in some way, but it never really got off the ground. This was also when around the time that like you weren't quite ready for a connection anyways. So this person, they're not really in your energy, or you have no idea who it could be. But who is it? Like, can you tell us more about this person? So this person, you're going to kind of come across them when you're going through a very hard time, okay? When you have a lot of burdens, but at the same time, you want some sort of communication. You want, uh, you're yearning for some sort of conversation to be had, and this person may live kind of far from you is what I'm seeing here, but there's a lot of sexual attraction, and this may like you guys may get intimate very quickly in the beginning is what I'm seeing here. Your energy coming in quickly. But I see here, you've kind of learned from the past. You realize that if something starts very quickly, they have a tendency to fizzle out quickly as well. So you are a little bit mindful of not spreading yourself too thin, because I see here that you are talking or you will be talking to more than one person, and they all provide you with some sort of happiness and fulfillment in their unique and individual way. But I see that you're not quite ready to be in a connection at this time, and I see that double confirmation that you are going to take some sort of step back and not necessarily indulge in any kind of serious relationship. Why? Because like when you be, how should I say this? When you decide to be in a connection, you want to make sure that this person actually likes you back. That they are going to make the effort, and you also want to be attracted to them. You're not really here to like settle. I see that this person needs to have some sort of like passionate, like there needs to be strong chemistry and emotional fulfillment to this connection. You don't want just anybody, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, you've been hurt in the past. A lot of like third party energies where somebody lied, cheated, and stole, etc. Took you for granted and really broke your heart here. And so I see you just ultimately, you don't want anything too serious right off the bat, even though you do want some level of commitment, but not with just anybody. It needs to be somebody that you can see a successful future with, is what I see here. All right, so that's what I have for your future energies. Let's go ahead and dig a little bit deeper. We're gonna do another spinny spin and see what is in store for you, what you need to know, what's in store for you when it comes to your July 2024 energies. Present. Okay, so some of you need a little bit more clarity on what's going on in your present energy so that you're better prepared for the month of July. I did also post the rest of June 2024 reading, and you can find that under the Libra playlist in this channel. If you would like to check that out after this video, there may be a message for you there as well. Oh, finally. The energy kind of like, the stagnant energy finally like broke out. That's good. That means whoever's watching right now, it's like you're on the right path. I see that. Because I'm telling you, you can even go back to the other, videos, like the shuffling. Even the shuffling was very rough. Like I was getting very stagnant energy. So I like to see that, when the energy isn't stuck like that, that means, to me, it means that the viewer is actually like open to not being stagnant, but wanting to see progression in their life. All right, so present energies. Yeah, so just exactly what I was just talking about now, about how you don't feel as stuck anymore. There's sort of epiphany that you kind of realized, and you're beginning to things in a different light. You're beginning to see things in a different light. You have some level of support system that is kind of like your rock. And it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, like soulmate. I see it could be friendship, family members, colleagues, what have you. But it seems to me like you have a strong support system here. Your present energies, you are curious though. What are you curious about? All right, so you're curious. So you've been doing a lot of researching from what I can tell. You've been perhaps like watching, tarot readings and stuff like that. Hello, Mazzy, welcome back. I remember you were in the Scorpio reading, but you did mention you were a Libra, so glad to see you here. Thanks for the thumbs up. For those of you listening in, welcome. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So I see here that, yeah, you've been doing a lot of research lately. Some of you have, turned to the metaphysical, esoteric, like getting in with your spirituality, watching tarot readings and stuff like that counts as well. And I see that, I'm getting like this young grasshopper energy. You're so like eager and motivated to learn and grow. And I love that energy for you, okay? And so I see here that you're being activated. I see that even though you have dealt with a lot of difficulties in the past, you are beginning to kind of be back into the groove of things. There's a lot of communication that you may have exchanged with, like-minded individuals or those who have already experienced or have more knowledge regarding, what you may have currently been going through or have been through. And so it's been very like really good energy when it comes to that, okay? And they have this kind of like elder kind of energy where it's like they care about your well-being. They're very protective, and so they want to make sure that even if like they're not there, you'll know what to do. So they're just trying to be, I'm getting this, not tough teacher, but they want to challenge you is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I love it. Okay, the present energy, I see that it wasn't always rainbows and sunshine when it came to your connections, especially with somebody who you felt like you were going to spend a very long term kind of commitment with. However, it ended. But I see here you are valuing, there has been some sort of shift within the way you are thinking about what had happened. Even though it didn't necessarily pan out to how you wanted, you realize that it was a blessing in disguise, and it was like a destined connection that you were supposed to learn and grow from and experience some level of happiness and joy while interacting with them. And as mentioned earlier, even though the connection has ended, you're not necessarily, you're healing. I see you healing. I see that you have some level of like some sort of support group. You have found yourself in some sort of like community. This totally counts, where you feel valued, and they make you feel like you're not going crazy. That what you experience, what has been done to you was terrible, but they give you the motivation to kind of not be stuck in that energy and to move forward. Anything else when it comes to the present? Your energy coming in strongly. Okay. Yeah, I see here, I don't see it necessarily being like an overnight thing. You are going to experience some levels of highs and lows. Like watching, like my videos and stuff like that, they may be very helpful to, it's almost like a best friend kind of energy, where it's like they understand you, they have good advice, they know where you're coming from. And so even though, like I'm not standing right in front of you, it's been very helpful, like something like this, some sort of therapy like this, spiritual advising, stuff like that, like connecting yourself to your higher self and with the universe has been very helpful during a very difficult time. So I see that some of you have been, how it used to be up until this point is that you've been drowning yourself in tears and sadness and feeling lonely. But you're realizing that there are people out there that who cares and wants you to be happy, and that's been such a motivation for you. And you're definitely feeling like you're in a better place than you were before this. So let's go ahead. I want to do one more spinny spin for you. So if you have any questions or any additional clarity or insights that you need, focus that energy, and let's go ahead and do another spinny spin, and your questions might be answered. All right. 1, 2. Present. What about the present? I want to spin it one more time. Love. Okay. All right. Present love. What about the present love? Oh, that's so good. Yeah. There's definitely been some sort of shift within the energy. I like that. Yeah. What about present love? Okay. I am sensing some level of chaos. There's somebody in your energy that you do not approve of, okay? There's somebody used to bring some level of very like, they brought a lot of joy for you in the past, but I feel like you don't want them in your life anymore, okay? You definitely cut this person out of your life. Your energy coming in very strongly. You realize that this person didn't want like this monogamous, long-term, like marriage kind of thing. Like You guys weren't aligning. It seemed to me like they still wanted to kind of go out there, play the field, and not necessarily be monogamous. And so this left you feeling, very confused. You're like, well, I thought we wanted the same thing. Apparently, that wasn't the case. This person still had some sort of like wandering eye. They still wanted to be flirty and talk to other people. And you realize that, even though like this person has some sort of facade, like to your face, like they almost fooled you. They made it seem like, this is what they wanted. Perhaps they even gave you like false hopes and false promises, and saying stuff like, babe, like, oh, just give me some time or something like that. But it was never going to happen. They always kind of kept you in some sort of juggling act. And at the end of the day, yeah, there was the reason why you guys lasted this long is because there was definitely some sort of like codependent energy. There was also strong sexual and physical attraction, and yeah, it felt good when things were going well, when things were happy and exciting. But I think like especially after the honeymoon phase, kind of. You know, you were past that. I see here, things weren't the same. You realize that this connection needed a lot of work. Another confirmation card talking about infidelity and heartbreak, lying, cheating, stealing, taking you for granted, and another confirmation here again with third party energies. And so it's been very exhausting. I see here that you guys, player energy coming through very strongly. Some of you may have been dealing with a fire energy, or just somebody with that kind of energy overall. But I'm getting like it almost felt like Jekyll and Hyde. Like this person had the potential to be so great, amazing, and like loving, and then for them to only like switch, it almost felt very cruel, is what I'm seeing here. And so, why do we need to know this? Well, one is a confirmation that, this isn't something that you are imagining. Like, this is what's the reality, this is what's happening. And you were ultimately dealing with somebody who didn't know what they want. They also had some sort of like mental problems or issues. The way that they operated, they didn't see things in your perspective. Like they couldn't, like no matter how many times you explained to them, they were still stuck in thinking whatever they thought. And that was so frustrating. And it really put into perspective that the communication compatibility was not there. And you started being your own best friend. You had no choice. You had no choice but to start being your own best friend, and be really grounded so that you don't feel like you are losing it. Okay, is what I'm seeing here. Hello, Dore. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see that you've been going through a very hard time. You know, you were in a very like one-sided connection. Okay? All right. And some of you even like felt sorry for them. You thought that this is somebody that you can change or help, and they just ended up taking you for granted. They didn't really make up their mind. They only fed you what you wanted to hear. Okay? All right. I want to do one more spinny spin. I know I love that you guys are, still here, engaging, watching. So I want to go ahead and do one more spinny spin for you guys. For those of you who are just joining in, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'll keep the energy exchange going. All right, so one more spinny spin. What does my viewers need to know at this time? Past. Okay, so some of you guys want to kind of touch up on the past, get a little bit more of a closure and clarity as to what happened. Yeah, we definitely picked up on some, fire energy earlier, for sure. So what happened in the past? Why do we need to know? Yeah. All right. So when it comes to your past, it wants to talk about some sort of connection, some sort of relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be only romance. It can be like family or just any connection, friendship. You'll know how it applies to you, but I do sense it can definitely be some sort of like romance, some sort of relationship that you used to be in. Okay, so this person really felt like they can be your other half, your soulmate. I sense that even though you guys were very different, there was something about them that still felt compatible. I'm getting the yin and yang kind of energy. But there was a lot of like burdens and hardships and challenges when it came to this connection. Okay. There, I see here, there something happened within the connection that you felt like you could never go back. Things were never the same again after this happened. What happened? I see here that they were giving their love to somebody else, and it may be even somebody that didn't even live like in their own city. It can be somebody from far away. I'm getting in like emotional cheating as well. That makes me also think it could have been some sort of like social media, online connection that they were kind of falling head over heels or falling head over manly boots for. And they also got into some sort of like fantasy. They thought like, oh, this other person really likes me. Oh, like they thought they had a chance with somebody else, but it's like this person wasn't even physically around. They lived kind of far. And I see here that there was definitely, third party energies, and there was a lot of people in the mix, is what I'm seeing here. Okay. Yeah, when you realize that there was other people that this person was talking to, you were like, oh hell no, no, like how could you? Like, and you were shocked. You could not believe it, and you almost like shut down in a sense, and you started like blocking their energy, and didn't even almost give them the opportunity to talk. Okay, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I know. Dore was talking about some like Virgo energy, right? So here it is, the Virgo energy coming through. So, the person that your person may have been dealing with, they don't necessarily have to be Virgo energy, but somebody who is just single, who is very much in their like, they have this demeanor that they seem very approachable, and your person might have felt like, oh, this person, they found them attractive, etc. Yeah, I definitely got that crazy energy, like something was up with their mentality, about how like your person thought like like they were in fantasy. Like it was just like a nonstop lies. They weren't being honest. But anyways, so I understand some of you are even curious as to whether or not you're the person that you were dealing with. What's the future of the connection with them and their third party, for an example? Okay. Okay, so I see here that the person, the third party, the person that they're dealing with, I see that they are technically single, okay? And their energy is very much, wanting to see if they can start something new, or if they are like they are very good at detecting the truth. So this person, if your person has been lying to them, they're gonna pick things up. I also feel like they don't really like the attention that they are receiving from your person, is what I'm seeing here, because they want to do the right thing. So if those of you who are wondering, is she doing black magic to get your person? I don't see it like that. Like whoever they were dealing with, uh, they 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 didn't really take them seriously. They were just like being themselves. Your person was attracted. They started talking to them or trying to get their attention. But then, the third party consents that they were leaving somebody else to try to talk to them. Like this person wasn't stupid. And also they're all about the truth. So this, the third party energy, I feel like they always try to do the right thing. They just they're just labeled as being single, and they just want to get something new off the ground. But this person is coming from a good place, is what I'm seeing here. If anything, they were like a motivation. Like if your person was doing like bad things, or if they were in a tight spot, this person was just trying to be like a moral support, is what I'm seeing here. But your person ended up like falling for, like they really enjoyed that connection, somebody who cared about them. And so somehow they got kind of like dragged into the situation. Yeah, it seems to me like the third party, they just got dragged in. So it's not really their fault. They're just trying to be a nice person, is what I'm seeing here, okay? Yeah. So again, like strong player energy coming through. Like this is the type of person where even if the connection may be forbidden, they'll still take their chance. They love the flirt, they love the chase, and even if you say no, you can't do that. Oh, like it's it's the person. It's not the third party. It's not like the third party was like, yeah, let's cheat. It wasn't like that. It was like this person, your person, like I'm getting liar energy. So if the third party was like, well, aren't you involved? Aren't you in a relationship? And I can like kind of picture them saying like, oh no, we broke up. You don't have to worry about that. Like literally, they'll do and say anything to convince the other person that it's okay for this connection to happen. But that wasn't the reality. Like this person is willing, if this person is willing to lie to you, what makes you think they won't lie to them? So, but this person at the end of the day, like they either found out, they're not stupid, like, yeah, that's the energy I'm getting here, okay? So I see here that this, your person that is involved in third party energy, this person really likes the third party. Okay, they're really falling for this person, and I know that may be hard to hear. But it's saying it's not your problem. It's not your problem. It's just almost like Yeah, it's saying like it's not your problem. It, you know, with the hermit here, and the hermit is very knowledgeable, is very intuitive. So it looks like you already knew. You already knew something was up. You already knew the ship has sailed. This person has feelings for somebody else. Um, and the universe is really trying to say it's not your problem. Yeah, it says it here. It says it here. Like you knew, and when the truth came to surface, you're like, no, you thought it was unfair. Oh, you're asking if they're still dealing with each other? I think they're, if anything, like your person is admiring them, okay? It, what I see here is your person is admiring them, like, and if they have to deal with one another, they are, like, it looks like this person, they're reachable, like if they wanted to talk to this person, they have the opportunity to. I feel like they have like it's easy for other people to talk to this person. They make themselves available. Okay, so I see here. So you know, some of you are asking, are they, still dealing with each other? Will they choose the third party, etc. I see here that um, it's not going to last. It's not going to last because I do see that the third party, they try to do the right thing. And if they and them like you, when if they realize that there are third parties involved, it's not going to sit well with them. And so I see that it's not going to last long. Like I see that there's going to be some defeated energy. And then I will not be surprised, honestly, I will not be surprised if this person comes crawling back and is going to try to be like, oh, like, can we talk again? Like, they're going to try to be in your good graces again. But by then, at that point, you're going to be like, what? Like, who? Because you realize like what they've done, you know, and the universe really wants me to emphasize that this person is like they need a lot of work to do. They're thinking what they're growing, like they're not thinking clearly. Even if like a good thing comes along, they're not willing to keep it. Like it's just like they really need to work on themselves and yeah, like work on themselves. Yeah, I'm getting that the third party said something. Like they knew. They knew that by them being with them that your person was going to leave somebody behind. So this is the card right here signifying that. So this person knows about the situation, but they did say something. They were like, "Well, aren't you involved? Like isn't this like wrong?" Like, yeah, they knew that by doing something, if these two connected, that this was the result, okay, for other people in their lives. So yeah, it's kind of like this is some like telenovela, like drama, some soap opera stuff going on here, okay? This is like I wouldn't necessarily say like the energy for her, or you know, remember this is a general reading, but just the energy that I'm getting, this is a single energy. So you know, if they may be this person, if you say they're married and stuff like that, but you never know, maybe they have an open marriage, but I'm getting very like major single energy. So maybe they're going through a divorce or something like that, who knows? But for their energy, they're coming out very single, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah. I'm getting single energy. But either way, your person saw an opportunity, they took it, they didn't think anything was wrong. They're, again, as mentioned, they were thinking with their groin, not with their head or heart. It was just kind of like exciting for them to kind of give something a chance. Okay, I strongly get emotional cheating. That's how it started. Okay, I'm gonna do one more spinny spin. I see that you guys still have some questions and stuff like that. I want to try to refrain from answering like specific questions because this is, at the end of the day, it's a general collective reading. If you're interested in a private personal reading, we can do that. All of that information to book a session with me is in the description, but we'll keep it like this for now, okay? But I'm a firm believer whatever you need to hear is going to come up in this reading regardless. And so I wouldn't necessarily be like too worried about, whether or not your question is being answered. If you are connecting already to this reading, that is no coincidence. So some of you listening in are curious about your career. The universe wants us to kind of wrap up the reading with some career messages, okay? Okay. And if you guys are like, still unsure or missed, what was said, feel free to listen back to this reading or feel free to check out the rest of June 2024 reading under the playlists section. I separated them into each zodiac sign so they're easy to find, so feel free to check that out. All right, so career messages. Okay. Okay, so I see here when it comes to your career that there is some sort of like a commitment, okay? I see that, perhaps some of you have some sort of like contract and it feels very like grounded in a sense. I feel like I'm getting very like like it's not a moving energy, okay? So it feels very firm. However, I am getting this like unhappy energy here, okay? When it comes to your career. Why? What's with the unsatisfied energy? So I'm getting here, some of you may be dealing with somebody at the workplace who you're not really seeing things eye to eye, okay? And let's see here. Yeah, I see here, yeah, there's some sort of like unsatisfactory energy where you made like some sort of like wishes or arrangement and it involved like it kind of tied in with your romance as well as what I'm seeing here, okay? So it's like when romance is going good, so are your finances, but when your romances are bad, your finances are affected as well. And so the universe is trying to encourage you to separate your ties when it comes to your career and your romance, because I feel like it's almost like you've merged the two. And I see here some of you are having a very difficult time connecting with, perhaps your colleague or somebody that you deal with your finances. It's almost like you had something steady, with the Hierophant here and the Four of Pentacles. It was very steady, committed, and then boom, all of a sudden you feel very like things are not working out in your favor. You feel defeated. You feel like all the wishes that you really put towards this had been answered in some way, but you couldn't keep it. It was almost as if like you needed to really find your own independence when it came to your career and finances. Okay. I see that some of you are extremely upset and angry that you have to almost fight for your place, fight for what you want. But it's like every time you try, you feel like it's no use because this person, the way they think, the way they operate, it's like you talk to them and it just goes, you talk to them through in one ear and it just goes out to the other side. Like it's like they're not comprehending what is being said, and it's like they're not comprehending. I feel like it's like I'm getting this imagery of like a coconut thing, and you knock on it and it's freaking hollow. Like it's like that. This is the type of person you're dealing with. Okay. And so it's like, what can you do? Except you can't stay here. You want to move on. You don't want any problems. But yeah, you have to get out. No matter what, your best for your best interest, for your highest good, it's recommended that you somehow leave this situation because this person is toxic. They are a player, manipulative, liar, cheater. They will, use you only to dump you. Like after they've taken everything they needed. Like this person they deplete you, and it's almost like you're in chains with this person. Like they have some sort of grasp over you that has been very difficult for you to like move on from, but you're so determined to move away from this connection. And I feel like distance is going to be something that is helpful. That's what I see here. So the person that you're dealing with is very good at like being like a bulldozer in your life. Okay, and I'm just getting like super fiery energy here. Okay, so this is what that feeling shows me is that they are willing to do whatever it takes. It doesn't matter what you say. It is just like it's consumed by the fire, and it's almost like they destroy everything that they touch. And so, there's very much like unsatisfactory energy that I'm picking up here. Yeah. Definitely. The Seven of Swords is definitely known for stealing, being dishonest, all of that. So it's definitely connecting with your energy. Yeah. I do see something. I have good news for you, though. Whoa, look at that. I knew it. I felt it. I have good news for you, okay? You are going to be coming across somebody that is like pretty much the opposite of them, okay? This is somebody that you can grow with. it doesn't necessarily have to be like a romance connection. It can just be some sort of partnership. But with the Two of Cups coming in strongly here, it can definitely well be like a future connection or somebody new that you connect with. But I see here that, this person has their own money. Like, this person is very financially stable. They're the provider, protector type. And they're not only that, they're honest. And oh boy, if you, I wouldn't necessarily like tell them about your ex. Don't do that. Okay. Let's just say that if he heard what your ex did, or, the person that hurt you, if they find out what they did, they are going to be like so angry and upset, and like, and you don't want to hurt them like that. Okay. I feel like, with you and them, you're going to have the opportunity to start something fresh, to start something amazing. If they do ask, if out of curiosity, I recommend just saying like, we didn't see things the same way, we didn't want the same things, and that's just going to, leave this impression that you're not still hurt by this, okay? And that's going to make them feel very secure, is what I'm seeing here. Okay. Yeah, and I think that's what needed to be said. I would, keep your head up. That I be optimistic. I see that, this person that I just described, like it's happening. That's something that you've been wanting. This is something that you've been manifesting, and I see that coming towards you. And so, just remember, the less people that you have involved, the better, okay? Because I think we learned that, with third party energies and stuff like that, it gets so complicated. And so just having a one on one monogamous connection is going to be your best bet, okay? Do not bring third parties. Like, do not even mention your ex's name to this new person. Um, Let me see. I will say, because, I see that, some of you are wondering, like, how is that fair that the last person that they get what they want or what have you, but do they really get what they want? They're already losing you. They already lost you. They don't. I don't really think it's like about perspective, and so, uh, there. I'm a strong believer in karma. You reap what you sow. You're going to make your bed, and you're going to have to lie in it. So, if yeah, so if what is meant to be will happen, and if yeah. So Mazzy, if he didn't want you, yeah, so it's just for my resources. Okay, he didn't want me just for my resources. So the karma is that you don't have to deal with that anymore. You don't have to, it's somebody else's problem now. And I see here, let me see. Dang. Okay, just this is what I'm seeing here. They're going to learn their lesson, is what I'm seeing here. This person is going to learn their lesson. Oh my gosh. And they're gonna go through some sort of like heartbreak and hardship. Just how that, like, it's karma. It's how they treated you. They're going to be treated like that back. So I would say, like, don't try not to focus too much on, the third party and what they're doing. You just have to focus on you now, and about how you're going to be manifesting somebody who's actually deserves to be by your side. Yeah. This, I would recommend, just saying out to the universe, like, thank thank you, like, one for having this person out of your life. Okay, just be grateful. You don't even have to be in manifestation um, mode. Just be grateful that that things are working in your favor. Okay, you just have to remember that. Anything else? I really sense that I can see it. Like, you guys are going through a hard time, and I am so sorry that you guys are going through that. There's a lot of heartbreak. Somebody betrayed you, lied to you, cheated, and you clearly didn't deserve that. Okay. Um. Yeah. Look at that. This is, I get it. This is how you're feeling. Like, you feel very ashamed. You feel that people are laughing at you. You feel like a laughing stock. I get it. Like, this is how you feel. This is what's coming through. And some of you are like, I'm getting bitch mode, is in bitch mode. And what I mean by that is, like, you don't want, if somebody crosses you, you're gone, off with their heads. Like, I'm getting some of you are like, can have that tendency, that energy, because you're upset. And so, but I see here, this is a work in progress. Somebody really betrayed you and you thought that it was unfair. And it sucks. Like, you're wondering, how come they get away with it or what have you. But it's like, you need to focus on you, not what they're doing, not what they're having for breakfast, none of that. Like, who cares? Who cares about them anymore? Like, no more, no more. So, yeah, exactly. Just try not to feed into it. Remember, the more concerned you are about them, you're giving them free energy, and that's a lot of energy that you're going to be giving off to, if you continue to think like that. This person has a long ways to go. This is right now. That's their energy. Yeah, they're just like being a being a player left and right, not willing to change, just trying to have fun. Like, they're not taking anything really seriously, okay? And what sucks is that some of you guys really feel like you lost a best friend. Not only was it just a romantic connection or what have you, you feel like you lost somebody. Look at all of this. This is no joke. Like, just the fact I'm randomly, right, just pulling these cards. Like, your energy is coming in so strongly. Look at all of these cards just putting their heads down, feeling at loss, feeling sad, upset, and so much hurt. And I totally get it. Like, I see it loud and clear that this has been very difficult for you. What will help is, like, if you can, try to do some sort of like stargazing. Praying and stuff like that will help as well. Just talk to God, and just be like, I'm going through a lot. This has been very heavy on me. Please take my pain and worries and anxiety away. Like, give it to God. Let him help you transmute this energy so that you can be a lighter individual and you don't have to carry all this burden and trauma that somebody did to you. And so your best bet here is, you're just going to have to work at it, trying to heal and transmute this energy is what I'm seeing here. Okay, and be strong. Be strong, okay? You got this. Like I can sense that you have a very strong demeanor, a strong energy here. There is some sort of like fighter energy in you that I'm feeling as well. But right now it's just like what hurts the most is that you really actually truly cared about this person, and yeah, it sucks. It sucks. But I see here you're going to be stronger as a result of this. And just remember, like if they are physically, mentally, like you're telling them things, and it's still like no matter how many times you tell them, they just don't get it. Like there's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with them, like mentally as well. There's something wrong with them. So, try not to take it personally. This is not a you problem, it's a them problem. Like, they need to figure this out, and you just got caught up. Like, feelings got involved, and you guys definitely share something special. But it seems to me like I do get that it was almost like based on a lie. They made you believe, they had you fall for them, but they're not in a good mindset. They're not. Okay. All right. The advice coming through is try not to put yourself down. Okay. Sometimes when you're at your lowest, you're trying to find any way possible to find some sort of reasoning as to why things happened the way it did. And I see here it's almost to the point where you're blaming yourself, and it's saying do not blame yourself, okay? Yeah. A majority, like a large portion of why you may feel that way is because you're hurt. And so you're saying things just to like make sense of it, but do not like let them take the responsibility, okay? Because let's say if you guys, weren't aligning, they didn't have to hurt you to get out of it. There are far better ways of communication. Do not give them, don't cut them any slack, okay? Like just don't make it like, no, it was your fault or nothing. No, nothing like that, okay? I'm glad that I can channel for you guys. You're welcome, Mazzy, no problem. And just remember, the truth will set you free. I love this card, okay? I mean, yes, this is definitely a learning experience, but like don't blame yourself. Like you should be very lucky and thankful that you knew about the true colors and did something about it now, than let's say wait another 5 years. You're doing the best you can, and so just you're growing, you're learning, and you'll get better each and every day. Okay. All right. Much love to you guys. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right. Thank you. Bye.